Good morning, y'all. It is Memorial Day weekend, and I today am faced with an insane task. We have about 12 people coming over today, and I've got to somehow find enough fish to fry and feed everybody. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to catch flounder, redfish, speckled trout, and put limits of those fish in this kayak today. So very, very tough. We're gonna get out here, see if we can get it done. If not, we might be doing a crawfish boil instead. But I think we're up for the challenge. I think we're up for the task. We're gonna get out here. We're gonna start off on the old bridge right there. That's where I like to get my speckled trout. Then we might move on to flounder or redfish. But anyways, hope y'all enjoy the video. Let's get after it. So we just moved into our spot, and of course we gotta start off with a little top water action. See if we can get bit on the outside of the bridge, and we'll move under, hit more of the flat, and just try to get something dialed in. I'm sure we're gonna find some speckled trout, maybe even some redfish right here, hopefully some flounder as well. Got nothing on top water, so we went ahead and swapped over to the Hoodwink Haymaker color, and we're just gonna work this going down this little bridge right here, so we can find some trout that'll eat it. Got them. All right, first fish of the morning. Finally stuck one under the bridge right here, and I'm snagged on the front of my kayak. There we go. That's a trout. Yes, sir. First fish for the box. One down, 5 to go on the trout. Now here in Alabama, we get to keep 6 of these guys, and they need to be between 15 and 22 inches. We can keep one over 22 inches, but we certainly do not intend on keeping any overslot fish here. That was a good hook set. Thank you for the bite. All right, so that guy was actually up under the bridge. Typically find them out away from it a little ways, but that one bit right up under, and there's only about 1.5 to 2 foot of water under there. Gotcha. Good fish. Oh my God, be a trout. That is a trout. That's a good one. Doggone hoodwinks. Look at that. Oh, that is a stud fish this morning, y'all. We have not caught a lot of fish, but this one right here is an absolute stud. Look at that fatty right there. Quick little measurement on this trout. See what we're looking like here. Be one to put in the box. Yes. Tell me that ain't a perfect tournament fish right there. Fat 21-inch trout right there. My goodness, what a way to start the morning. So awesome. Trout number 2, 4 to go. So if I could only have one speckled trout lure for the rest of my life, it would be this Hoodwink. Of course, I'm a little bit biased because it's my own company, but I feel like long gliding style baits just get big bites, and this one is no exception right here. Y'all seen me catch so many big fish over the years on this lure, but we're gonna reset. We need, well, we need 4 more trout. We need 4 more trout, y'all. Got you, another good one. That's another good one. Give me trout number 3. Yes, sir. Of course, it's not as big as the last, but it is another keeper, and we're halfway now to getting our limit of trout. All right. Starting to think we might be able to actually pull this off, y'all. This is potentially the hardest challenge I've ever had, to try to get a limit of trout, a limit of reds, and a limit of flounder. It's not going to be an easy feat. especially considering that parts of Mobile got more than a foot of rain yesterday. We're post frontal, like the cards are completely stacked against us here. We're gonna grind it out. 3 more trout and we're moving on. Easing back up where we left off. We did kind of kill our motor to let, oh my gosh, we'll kick that off with a backlash. So we knocked it out. Anyways, we did kill our motor, so we didn't continue to power through where we hooked that one, because there might be a school that's suspended in that same spot. And while I was dealing with that fish, I didn't want to just kind of power through that area. So we're a little bit behind that spot. And we're just going to keep on throwing up around this bridge. 3 more trout to go. So we've worked this bridge pretty thoroughly. We're going to ease up here and hit a little grass line, hopefully pick up a flounder or 2 off of it, and then we're going to come back to the bridge and try to pick up our last 3 trout. That doesn't pan out, we'll probably hit some other structure, see if we can find them. I'm still confident we can get a trout. We are a little bit behind the curve here. It's after 7:30, and I've got to be back at the house to clean, cook, and do all the things before noon today. So I got to be loaded up by 11 o'clock. Not giving myself a whole lot of time here, but yeah, let's go see if we can pick up a flounder. Got you. That's a flounder. Came out the water. Oh, dang it. He ain't gonna be able to make it though. We're gonna measure him just to make sure. But I do think that flounder there is gonna be short. Well, still the targeted species though. Let's go ahead and kill that motor. Got to go 14. We can keep 5 flounder. Definitely not gonna make it. 13 inches. See you, dude. Appreciate the bite. Back to work. That's a fish. That's a fish. I did not think that was a fish. Is that gonna make it? No, tiny flounder. Golly. I mean, he was laid up in the grass. I am gonna measure just to make sure. Yep, not gonna make it. See, dude? So we caught that last flounder on the Thunder Chicken grunt. We did switch over to the Haymaker grunt. The watercolor and all that pink's just not standing out a whole lot. I do like that for some cleaner water conditions, but it being dirty like it is, I want something a little bit more bold. Like I said, we had over a foot of rain come in last night, and it is filthy today. I'm really gonna have to rely on those fish smelling and feeling this bait, which I do got some Procure on it to add a little scent. Anytime it's super dirty like this, doesn't help or doesn't hurt to add a little scent. Got him. Swimming at me. What do we got? We got a redfish. We got a redfish. All right, that's one. Got to go 16 inches. Redfish in Alabama got to be between 16 and 26. Although not a big fella, I do think it might make the cut. And on a day like today, when we got to catch this many fish, I'm not letting anything go that's a keeper. And that is a 17-inch redfish right there. All right, that's one for the box. Go ahead and bleed this fellow out a little bit right there. I don't worry too much about bleeding my trout. My redfish, I definitely want to bleed in the box. Fish number 4, that's 8 fillets. Great thing about this grunt is that I can throw it in here and bounce it specifically for flounder. And if there's a redfish in the area, he is going to smoke it. And that one, I hope, is the smallest red we catch today. I need some that are around 23, 24 inches to help get a little bit extra meat yield. If we get out of here with 3 reds that are all about that size, we might be eating hot dogs. Well, this is shaping out to be as tough as I thought it was going to be. Nothing's really going to plan right now. I only picked up that one redfish in this marsh system. I did miss a couple of short flounder, but we got 4 fish in the box and it is going on 10 o'clock. I got about 1 more hour to fish, so we're going to one more spot, one more area rather. It's got some rocks, some more grass in it. Hopefully we can catch some more fish. Got him. Got him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get back under the boat. Come here. I don't know what we got here. I've got to kill this motor. Chaos. Oh, redfish. Okay. That might be another one for the box. I didn't think they could get much smaller than the last one, but this one might be. Oh, not a big guy at all. And y'all saw kind of my kayak taking off right there. That is why I've been missing a lot of hook sets in previous videos. It's just the way that throttle is. But that right there, another 17.5-inch redfish. Another one for the box, y'all. With about 20 minutes to go, we got 2 redfish, 3 trout, and we've caught a couple of short flounder on the day. Well, y'all, it is the next day. Obviously, we did not complete our challenge. We had the goal of going out there and getting a limit of trout, a limit of reds, and a limit of flounder. We ended up catching 2 short flounder, 2 legal redfish, but also very short. I think they were around 17 inches, and we managed 4 really nice trout. With that being said, I did bring those fish back here, fry them up, but we had to add some more protein with the fish. We had some hamburgers and hot dogs to go with it, but all in all, we did have a great Memorial Day weekend. Now, today being Monday, it is Memorial Day, and today is a day that we memorialize and give thanks to the people that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. And there's a couple of people that I served with that I want to give a special thanks to and memorialize that are no longer with us. That is going to be my medic, Specialist Jackson, my driver, Specialist Johnson, and fellow team leader, Sergeant Eric Branch. Without people like them, we don't have the freedoms that we have to be able to enjoy our weekends out, going out there fishing, just living our day-to-day lives, doing what we want to do. So huge thanks to the men and women out there that have given the ultimate sacrifice and have allowed us to do the things that we do. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all would, hit the like button, comment with any questions, subscribe if y'all haven't already. We'll see y'all in the next one.